What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be talking about Senseonics, ticker symbol SENS, and how their short interest right now is absolutely massive, and we could see a pretty substantial short squeeze out of Senseonics that could send the stock going back to its all-time high. We're also going to be going over some of the other most recent pieces of news that have come out about Senseonics over the past week. So if you want to stay up to date on everything going on with Senseonics, make sure you stick until the end of this video. But before we get into all of that information, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I'm using to trade them. And if you guys would like some free money, with Webull, you get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, and those free stocks are valued up to $1,300. So that could quite possibly 1,000x your initial investment just by depositing money into your account. So my link is down in this description. So if you guys want to get some free stocks, make sure you go and set up an account on Webull. Webull is the account that I use in the platform that I use in all of these videos, and I absolutely love it. Now, Senseonics released some absolutely amazing information in their 10K report. So coming over here, we can see that in the 10K filing, the management says that based on its current operating plans, the company has adequate cash and equivalents to fund the operating needs until 2022. Substantial doubt about the company's ability to continue as a going concern through March 31st, 2022 that existed on March 5th, 2020 has been alleviated, reads notes to the financial statements. Senseonics cash and equivalents had dropped to $18.2 million as of 2020 year end from $95.9 million in 2019. Shares losing 15.7% today following its Q4 2020 release. So this was an article posted last week, but this is very good news. In January, we closed 3 financings, raising approximately $175 million in proceeds. As of January 31st, 2021, cash equivalents, and restricted cash totaled $187.3 million. Now, we've taken a look at some of the use of proceeds sections for these different capital raises, and what they've been saying is that they want to use it for general corporate purposes, possibly an acquisition, but they have not actually engaged in trying to figure out what company they would like to acquire. They're just saying if a company comes along that is an attractive target, we will go into talks and try to acquire them. And then the most important thing is research and development of new products. The new product is going to be the 365-day eversense. Now, we are currently pending FDA approval for the 180-day eversense continuous glucose monitoring system in the United States, and we could see that FDA approval anytime from right now in March all the way to August. So this could come any day now, or it's going to take a couple of more months. But once we get FDA approval, Senseonics could have a very substantial run-up. Now, we've already seen the 180-day eversense approved in the Europe, and we see Essentia, which is Senseonics' distribution partner, already selling that product in Europe. Now, let's quickly take a glance at what Senseonics' actual earnings numbers were. We can see that they came out with a quarterly loss of 12 cents per share versus the Zacks consensus estimate of a loss of 11 cents per share. This compares to a loss of 18 cents per share a year ago. So Senseonics is moving pretty substantially towards profitability, and I think with over the next 2 years, once we get more sales numbers from the 180-day eversense in Europe, and once we get FDA approval for the 180-day eversense in the United States, and the sales numbers and the revenue starts coming in from that, I think we are going to be able to see more revenue and keep pushing towards profit in Senseonics. Now, we did see when we went through the earnings report last time, the research and development spending significantly decreased year over year, and the main reason why that is because when a product such as the 180-day eversense is being created, there needs to be a lot of capital thrown into the research and development phase at the beginning, and as time goes on, they need less money as it comes closer to being ready to go on the market. Now, at the current time, It seems that Senseonics is continuously working on their 365-day model, and that would be absolutely huge news. That will be the best in the market with the longest lasting time for any continuous glucose monitoring system. Now let's take a look into this short situation. So coming over here, this is going to be finviz.com, and we can see that the short flow as a percentage is sitting at around 33.06%. So typically when you see companies with a very high short percentage, this is typically bad for companies in the short term. But as we've seen recently, forums like Wall Street Bets and other online communities have been attacking companies that have such high short percentage of float. Now, if we move over to the Wall Street Journal, we can actually see that as updated on February 26th, 2021, we can see that the short percentage of float is sitting at about 51%. So coming back over to the chart of Senseonics, what I think has been happening is that when the stock started its significant sell-off from the mid $5 range all the way down into the $1 range, we saw a lot of shorts enter. So it's still possible that a lot of shorts are holding onto their positions at the current time. But if they were shorting towards the top of Senseonics and they held all the way down, we're not really going to see a short squeeze. We could see a lot of them start to cover, which actually could send the stock going higher, but it's not going to be anything insane in my opinion. Now, we have seen the stock significantly run up. We do see some pretty big green candles on this chart. So again, it is possible that Senseonics starts to rally up. We are seeing a couple of the other hyper growth stocks that we have been talking about on this channel in the red today. So the fact that Senseonics is still trading up at a significant amount, about 7.5%, suggests that there could be something big coming, or a lot of these shorts have played out their position in their trade and they are going to start covering to close out their short position. Now, in addition to this short squeeze situation, we also have some very good news coming out of Senseonics and giving us more insight into the company and where it is headed in the future. So coming over here, we can see that Senseonics participated in the H.C. Wainwright conference, and here are some of the key takeaways. So the accuracy of the current device is best in class with an MARD of 8.5%. Medicare national coverage as of January 1st, 2021, average supply cost, I assume this is for the hardware and consumables, $1,571, CPT code 0446T, device insertion, $1,916 average payment, CPT code 0448T, device removal and insertion, $1,926 average payment. Ascensia's commercial worldwide investment in the Senseonics product marketing is expected to be $30 million to $80 million per year over 5 years, and this is where they got the $250 million in the previous conference, and expect the U.S. Ascensia personnel assigned to Senseonics to be in the 80 to 160 range. Eversense is Ascensia's first continuous glucose monitoring product, and they have exclusive rights to the sales and distribution. Now, here is what I think is the most important part. The Eversense 180-day and the ICGM integrate with insulin pumps. That is 2021 and beyond. So now in 2023, we could see the Eversense 365-day continuous glucose monitoring system, one calibration per week, optional FGM, flash glucose monitoring, no transmitter needed. Now in 2024, the Freedom System FGM, entire diabetes spectrum covered out to T2 non-insulin using patients. This is very big. Senseonics has a massive growth trend ahead of them and has massive potential as a company. Once they are able to come out and get FDA approval and approval in Europe for the 365-day Eversense, we are going to see a massive run-up in the share price. Now, I'm a long-term bull on Senseonics, and my investment horizon for this company is going to be 5 to 10 years. The reason for this is that we see Senseonics keep coming out with new products, and once those products get into the market, the valuation of the company is going to substantially increase. Now, an analogy for Senseonics in terms of my investment plan is, say you were going to be investing in Apple and they were just making their Macintosh computers at the current time, but you knew that from these product pipelines that they had plans to put out the iPod, the iPhone, the iPad, and all of those sorts of products. There's no reason why you would want to sell when they just have their original product out. You would definitely want to hold and wait until the other products come out in the market and see where that takes the company's valuation. So coming back over to the chart of Senseonics, let's give some price targets for this company. I think that once we get FDA approval for the 180-day eversense, that we are going to go above $5, maybe even all-time highs for Senseonics in the short term. I do think that we could see a double-digit price point in the middle of 2022. I think we could see $10, maybe even sooner than that, if Senseonics comes out and says that Ascensia has been crushing it with our sales. We've been able to massively increase our revenue. We have so much cash on our balance sheets, and the 365-day eversense is going to come sooner than expected. In that case, we could see Senseonics hit $10 by the end of 2021. Now, nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. These are for educational and entertainment purposes only. But if you guys are a long-term bull on Senseonics, such like I am, these dips to buy and this rally coming up right now is a perfect opportunity to add to your position and maybe even average down if you got in late. So that is going to be it for this update on Senseonics. If you guys enjoyed the information I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. And if you want 2 free stocks with Webull valued up to $1,200, make sure you click in my Webull referral link below and deposit $100 when you start a new account. So that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys were having a profitable day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.